Hi, it's me Waddles. A bit ago, we took a look at 10 farms in 10 minutes. Then we did it again for 1.20. Today, we upped the difficulty even more with 10 redstone doors in 10 minutes. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Everybody's got to start somewhere. That's the motto for door number 1. And for door number 1, the easiest build of the day, place a door, place another door, open the doors, pressure plate on the ground next to the doors, and whew, it's magic. In fact, so magical I can't even explain how it works. Just us. The piston. For the rest of the doors today, get acquainted with this guy. It's gonna be our best friend. Door number 2 starts to get a little bit more advanced, but it's still so simple. We've got 2 pistons on the wall and a lever over here. If I tap the lever, the pistons retract. We fall down into my secret storeroom, complete with all of my valuables, and even a very important message too. The redstone trickery for this door is so simple. We've got a lever on a block, and then right behind that block, we've got redstone dust on a block. Put another block right here, and then 2 pistons. And then every time you interact with that lever, it'll just work. Design yourself a secret exit to that room somewhere else, and you're cooking. But that one was a bit obvious, wasn't it? For this one, we've got nothing more than a button and some inconspicuous blocks. Tap the button, the door opens, and you're in the room. Our redstone trickery for this one still is relatively simple. We've got a torch on a block behind a button, then we've got a little bit of redstone wiring going over to 2 sticky pistons with the wall block on the sticky piston. If you want to make this thing blend in even more, swap that button out for a button that matches something you did on the wall, and it's almost like you almost can't see it. From the right angle, it's completely invisible. Whew, door number 4. This is going to be the basis for so many great things today. We tap the button, a bunch of pistons retract and open up a way through. Give it a second, and they all close back up. Now this door is where the redstone wiring gets a little bit more complex, but it's still pretty simple. First things first, the dream for a door. The second thing second, location. Let's put it right here. Behind the entrance to your door to the left, dig a block out and place a repeater. Then place a redstone dust going into a block with a redstone torch on it. On top of that block, place another block, then place another block, then place a redstone dust just like that. After that, it's time for 4 sticky pistons. They should all extend. Next up, 2 more. They're going to go facing forward like that. Then you're going to place the blocks that you want to be your door. To finish it all up, on the other side of our door, dig down into the ground and place a repeater going forward. On this block right here, place a redstone torch, then a building block, then another building block, and then a redstone dust. Now we need to fill this hall in with whatever block you want to be your hall block, and just like that, the door is closed. To be able to activate your door from the outside, dig down into the ground, place a redstone dust, place a wall block, and then place a button. And when you use the button, the full door will open up. To be able to close and interact with the door from the other side, and maybe like leave a spot open, put a button on this block right here, and same thing. Wait, one final improvement to this door, remove that block, place a repeater right there, solid block right here with a trigger on top of it, and the easiest way to open this door from the other side ever. Door number 5 is a beauty, and it's so much more simple. We've got a very obvious door right here, but it's fine. They don't all have to be secret. We walk on the pressure plates, the door opens. Down below this thing, my redstone wiring is so straightforward. I've got a target block right there, then I've got a line of redstone dust connecting to either side of the door. Target block on the other side too, with pressure plates above the middle. Back behind this door, on top of the target block, I've got a redstone torch, and then a solid block right there. Then I've got 2 sticky pistons, and the blocks that I'm using for my door. Now, one of the best things about this door is that it's so easy to add another toggle, really like anywhere. To kick it all off, we'll start with some pressure plates on the ground, then we'll dig into the ground, and down below the pressure plates, we'll place a little bit of redstone dust. After that, we dig out a couple more blocks just temporarily to go ahead and link that dust up to the original dust we have on the other side, and just like that, we've got a double-sided door that could be toggled, theoretically, anywhere. Now, this door is one that I'm really proud of. This is like your ultimate secret door. You walk up to it, nothing happens. However, you walk in just the right spot. Maybe it's going to be like over here. The door actually opens up and reveals itself. So we walk over here, the door opens, and then boom, I'm inside of the room. To open the door up, all I need to do is walk over there. It's all done with the magic of a sculk sensor. Alright, now look, I don't know how my time is doing. I'm recording this video and trying to make sure I just record it and happen to end up being right at 10 minutes. But what I'm saying basically is door number 4, you remember it from only a couple minutes ago? Yeah, well, that door is exactly where we're going to begin. We'll put all the same redstone dust in the same configuration. We'll put all the same sticky pistons in the same configuration. Everything identical. Copy it. Exactly. Bingo. Pronto. So jumping ahead a little bit here, once I have my whole door set up, if I want to keep this thing compact, we're going to come back in here, remove the torch, remove that block, and place a target block. Then put the torch back. The door should close again. Then we can place a redstone dust. It's always going to link up to the target block. It's perfect. Then we'll place a repeater right there. On top of this block, a scope sensor, then a glass block or some kind of block to hold stuff in, and then waterlog the sensor. That'll make the sensor silent. Now to control this sensor so it doesn't go on a loop, place a wool block right there, and then really, you can place wool blocks wherever else you want. For example, if you want something like really sneaky, wool blocks on every side, maybe you gotta go like down low or something, down here, or maybe like down here, and move around to actually open the door. For my configuration, I like to leave this one open and that one open. After that, of course, go ahead and block all of this big mess in, and you've got yourself a motion sensor top secret door that only activates when you line up with a sensor. Another cool thing to keep in mind with this door is vibrations and how they work. That means I could use something like a snowball maybe as the trigger for the door. Throw the snowball, then you could run through the door and you don't even have to jump over there. Ooh, the Chiseled bookshelf. I mean, you tell me this is not like the ultimate secret door block. So check this out. If I interact with this Chiseled bookshelf over here, I get nothing. Unless, however, I interact with slot number 5. When I interact with that, the door opens up and I've got like a secret chest situation. Interact with anything else and the door closes again. So the redstone wiring for this one is relatively simple. We've got a Chiseled bookshelf with a comparator behind it. Then I've got a redstone line running out 5 blocks. On the 5th block, I've got a redstone torch. After that, I basically have a repeating signal to power these 2 sticky pistons with blocks on them again. For now, ignore the blue line and ignore the green line. Customizing this one is insanely straightforward. Let's say maybe you wanted, I don't know, like the 3rd book, this purple one, to activate the door instead. It'd start the same with the comparator, but then you'd go 1 dust, 2 dust, 3 dust. On the side of the block, maybe right over here, or on the other side, you place the redstone torch. Right after that, you would have a repeater and then a signal running all the way over into the back of the door. This signal is for when we guess a book that is a little bit higher than the actual current book. You can also pretty easily, with the help of a little bit more redstone dust and another trigger, refill your bookshelf after you use it. A dropper with books in it next to a Chiseled bookshelf can refill it. Next up, we have what I would like to present you, the Allen door. The Allen door is a very simple door where you have to do literally nothing to actually open the door. In fact, the door opening and closing is completely randomized, but believe me, it will do it entirely on its own. For this door, all I need to do is approach the door and hope that it opens, and then eventually it opens. Ooh, mistake. This is the Fonzo door, not the Allen door. I don't know what that is. But anyways, moving on, this beautiful door right here, it's almost like a small little spiral. The blocks pull off to the side and gives you enough time to walk through. Even better, this door is very easy to add a switch to the other side. Location. We started off with a location. Behind the door, we place a sticky piston right there. Then we're going to go on the ground and dig down 2 blocks and place a sticky piston. On the other side, we're going to build out a couple blocks so we have room to place a sticky piston and place it going forward. Last but not least, above the door over here, we're going to build up a little bit and have another sticky piston looking down. Next up, fill your wall in a little bit more. After that, pick a block for your wall and place that block in front of every sticky piston. Behind our door and diagonally above the sticky piston sitting on the ground, we kick it off with a redstone torch on the wall. Down below it, we put a redstone dust. Now beautifully, I don't understand it, but beautifully, pistons are not like a fully solid block, which means redstone can kind of like cut right through the door. With that in mind, we're going to go ahead and dig down into the ground and run a little bit of redstone circling around the farm until eventually we hit this block right here. That block is going to begin what I would like to call a little bit of a redstone wire staircase. We're going to walk redstone wires up using slabs, kind of like diagonally, just like that, until we end up above the farm. Above the farm, 2 more just like that, and no repeaters necessary. It just works. Getting that all in one take was so hard. To make your switch active from both sides, adjust the wiring a little bit, move the torch over, put a redstone dust, the door should still all work, and then we have a button right there. Whew, and so here we are, the final door of the day, door number 10. Our final secret door of the day uses this beautiful decorative pot. Maybe I walk up to the door, throw an item inside of this pot just like that, and then the door actually opens up. Once I'm over on the inside, interact with this hopper, take the item out, and the door closes. And when I'm ready to leave, from the inside still, put an item inside of the hopper, and the door opens. To make our door even trickier to unlock, you need to unlock it with a non-stackable item too. The other ones won't work. The door build itself is pretty simple. Copy the door that I built for door number 4, and then off to the side of it, set up the circuit that I would love to have a little bit more time to explain, but we're almost out of time. One big pointer here is that comparator, interact with it. Set it to subtract mode or whatever you call it. That is 10 redstone doors in 10 minutes. We did it. Next up, check out 10 farms in 10 minutes, or the 1.20 version. You need them. Thank you all so much for watching. Tap like, subscribe. On the end card is a video. Check it out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.